Welcome to Megaman X3, the finale, and today we're going to be getting the final heart tank and taking on the Dr. Doppler stages. So let's get right into it. So for Gravity Beetle's heart tank, I'm pretty sure you need to beat not only Gravity Beetle, but Blast Hornet to get access to it. So we might as well just get that out of the way, as we will need it for extra health and something else in the one of the Dr. Doppler stages. So just double jump up here, and then here's the heart tank, the final one in the game, and I'll probably just cut to when I refill all these sub tanks. But first, I want to show you how you do that. So there isn't any like cheat like in X2 where you can literally just summon a bunch of energy over and over. But here, if you use the Blizzard Buffalo's weapon, use it on these two enemies specifically, since they're very easy to reach, you can basically infinitely spawn energy for your sub-tanks. So if you're ever having trouble with that, you can always just resort to that. And I'll just cut to when I finish doing all this stuff. So we're back, and let's just start the first Dr. Doppler stage. These stages are actually pretty short and simple, but for the most part, they're still fairly enjoyable. Anyways, they're just enemies that try to snipe you while you're wall jumping, which is never fun, but just have to deal with it. Also be careful because those things will lower, and they are instant death, which is not fun, but you can't rush it either, because if you like dash jump, you'll most likely get hit and die and have to restart. And there is an area very reminiscent of the second game, where you have to climb these walls before you get crushed. I think X2 did it better, mainly because like it was actually more dangerous, and you had to jump in more than left and right. You had to like diagonally jump. But that also means it's just simpler to do and therefore easier. But anyways, we're coming into a mini boss that is weak to the acid bomb, and it looks like it's in like a mech armor or something. X, I've come to help you. I'll stop the collapsing ceiling. You destroy that junk robot. And so we shall. Yeah, there isn't really much of a strategy to this guy. Just gotta kill him before the ceiling falls. And there we go. X, there's an army of powerful mavericks in Dr. Doppler's lab. They've been modified by Dr. Doppler into war machines. Be careful. I'll watch my step. Thanks, Zero. I'm gonna scat around. I'll catch up later. And now we can go back to the spinning blade. I'm pretty sure we can switch to Zero if we wanted to. Actually, let me check. Yeah, we can. I'm on my way, X. And here we want to keep our health at full. To be safe, I'm gonna keep both characters at full health, just to make sure it works. I'm on my way, X. So if you followed along and got all the general upgrades like the heart tanks and the armor pieces, this capsule will appear in the first Dr. Doppler stage. Zero. Although I was unable to create an armor program for you, I am able to enhance your abilities. X will also gain substantial benefits, as I believe he is strong enough to use this program. Zero. With these enhancements, your speed, strength, and defense should be increased. Again, I must thank you for watching over X. This is the least I could do for you. Enter this capsule, Zero, to enhance your abilities. Okay. And here we get the black armor for Zero, which looks really sick. You can't do this in the original game, which is a shame. And for X, it is the golden armor. Zero, I'm on my way. For X, it's like a lot more significant because you can air dash twice now, which is really cool. And you also get all the chip abilities. Now, you're probably wondering, what are the chips? Well, they're essentially those question mark things over the stages when the helmet like displays in the Maverick Select screen. Basically what that means is there are 4 of them, as you can see for the helmet, the arm cannon, the armor, and the leg upgrade. They add enhancements. For instance, the helmet, if you stand still for long enough, you'll regain health. Or, as you can see, you can air dash twice with the leg chip. But the thing is, if you collect all of them, you can only use one of them at a time. And you're also locked out of the gold armor, because I guess you have the chips already. So, personally, I wouldn't recommend going for them, but if you wanted to, by all means use it. But anyways, we are going to continue on. This also means X can now dash jump and then air dash afterwards, which is really useful. Because that means platforming becomes that much easier. Anyways, we're going to go down here. And I'm pretty sure this is a boss room. We'll quote the X Buster, as always. Anyways, here we are in this very small and closed boss room, and there's been Bite. We've been waiting for you, X. Dr. Doppler modified us after our battle against you. Take a look at these new upgrades. And they fuse, DBZ style. Anyways, this boss is pretty simple, but do not get grabbed by that hand, or he will try to essentially combo you into the fist thing. It's not too dangerous, but he also has a purple saber slash. And I got hit. But even if you do get grabbed by that, it's still pretty beneficial because you can just hit him into it. Because you can still shoot if you get grabbed, which I'm probably sure that was intentional, but I don't know why. Considering that just makes the boss like a lot easier. When its main attack just somewhat helps you. Anyways, we kill it with 1 pellet. And Bit and Bite are no more, so that should be the last of them. Anyways, we're going to go on to the next Dr. Doppler stage, and I'll probably just cut to when I refill the something that I use. We are back, and we are going to be taking on the second Dr. Doppler stage, English moment. Now I'm going to be taking one with Zero this time, rather than X. Because gotta have the character diversity. And here are the very annoying enemies that do a lot of damage for no reason. X is probably better for this because he can double air dash to get past all this garbage enemy placement, but it's whatever. We have the health to survive, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Anyways, we are going to jump down here. We can use the right armor, but I don't think we really need to do that. So we're going to brutally murder all of these generic robots, but here I'll actually probably switch to X so it makes this platforming section a lot less bad. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like dash jump off of this, but without the gold armor, I don't see how that becomes like reasonable in any capacity, but it is what it is. Anyways, we're just going to dash to this empty room for no apparent reason. But it It's okay. That enemy can be pretty annoying unless you mash, but it's fine. Here we have to quite literally ride snails, and as you would expect, it takes a pretty long time. But we're just gonna sit here and wait for enemies to come down and try to shoot us off the snail. I don't think it's gonna work though, because we are the main protagonist in a video game, so surely we can't die. And here is the next one. That one can actually be pretty tricky, because as you can see, that enemy literally just swooped down and tried to kill us. Well, not kill us, but snipe us out of the air. If you air dash up, you can see that's actually a dead end, so don't jump on that snail. Anyways, the final snail should be coming up soon. And there we go. And this is the boss room. I don't think we need to heal though. Although it might be too late to switch. Which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Anyways, here's this very big room. I don't know why it's there, but as you can see, we can't switch characters at this point. So if you wanted to fight the boss with Zero, then you probably want to switch before going in there. And there is Vile. My waiting has finally come to an end. Prepare to die at the hands of the world's most advanced riding armor, the new Goliath. Okay. Vile's crazy as usual. Nothing new. And doing pretty well. Oh god, that actually did a lot of damage. You probably don't want to get hit by that. And I desperately need to heal. That's actually very crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that attack, if I'm being completely honest. So we'll probably just wait for him to come here. And yeah, it seems he's invincible during that as well. So it'd be best to not challenge that. Anyways, we took care of the Goliath, and now he is going to use his second form, just like the first fight in the factory. Oh, but now he has a new attack, and I'm going to have to heal because I'm playing terribly. Anyways, I think he's actually weak to the Ray Splasher, so we might show that off. And as you can see, he's very fast. There we go. That is a lot faster than it was at first, as you can tell. There we go. So I might actually have to heal here again. I don't know what's happening, but I'm playing terribly. But we should just one more hit. There we go. Don't think that this is the end, X. I will haunt you to the day you die. Okay, that's definitely not gonna scar X's mental image or anything. But anyways, we just stand in the explosion because we're that cool. And that is the end of Dr. Doppler Stage 2. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Anyways, I'll just cut to when I refill the sub-tanks yet again. So I'll see you then. So we're back, and we're going to be doing the third Dr. Doppler stage now. I think this may or may not be a boss rush, so time to get prepared. And surprise attack enemies. So fun. Yep, as I expected, here's the boss rush. But here is a good time to actually demonstrate the healing power from standing still. It takes a long time, but it does indeed happen. Honestly, it's not that useful. It takes way too long, but again, the option is nice in case you're having problems with bosses. And here we use the gravity well, because we know exactly what is going to happen. And, yeah. The game slows down because it cannot handle the supreme ownage that is this weapon versus this boss. This is a very confident Maverick, guys. And just to be disrespectful, I'm going to kill it with a pellet. If I can hit it, yeah. There we go. Funny. So that boss, as you can see, very easy. I'll probably speed it up a little bit because I don't want to see this over and over again. But boss rush is just like that, which is kind of annoying, but we only have 7 more to go. And they're all relatively easy. And it is time to use the Blizzard Buffalo's weapon for the funny comedy loop of destruction. And it's basically over before it even started, which is kind of sad, but such is the way of Megaman X bosses. There we go. That guy was very incompetent. Without the weakness, he can actually be pretty nasty, but since I just want to save time, I'm not really going to fight that guy with the Buster, because I don't have any reason to. And let's see what boss this is. Neon Tiger. Let's use the Ray Splasher. Actually, no, it's spinning. Wait, is it this? Okay, now I'm just confusing myself. Yeah, it's a spinning blade. He has the Ray Splasher. I was getting confused there. There we go. I am messing up the timing big time, but, understandable. Have a nice day. He's still gonna loop no matter what, because the way the spinning blade works, it's just really easy to hit things. Since the way he moves diagonally across the screen, so it makes it very easy to hit with the spinning blade overall. Speaking of the spinning blade, I always thought the weapon icon looked like a strawberry or something. But that's just me. Trying to figure out what weapon I want to be using next. Yep, and this is Volt Capture, so I guess correctly. This guy is also pretty easy, although at the very least, he can do stuff before he gets stun locked into the infinite pattern that is his weakness. So that's good, I guess. And he should almost be to the loop, and there it is. Owned. So yeah, this is basically a toxic seahorse moment. I don't know why the X developers thought this was a good idea to design bosses, but that's just me. especially if you're going to put a boss rush at the end. It's kind of just a way to add more game time without actually doing anything interesting. That's just how I feel about boss rushes overall. I mean, it was cool the first time because in X1 you didn't fight all of them at once. They were like spread out throughout the different endgame stages. But here, in X2 and onwards, you have to fight them all at once, and it's very unfun. If that makes sense. Anyways, we're gonna use the Acid Bomb here. Actually, I don't think it's weak to this. It's weak to the parasitic bomb. It actually stops him from moving. And I still got hit there, despite that. He actually has a lot of invincibility frames. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, he actually shot the ice there. I was expecting him to run at me. Which he will do there. And he's dead. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed up for the rest of these bosses. It's really not that interesting. And here is Gravity Beetle. We already know what we need to do. There we go. And he's dead. Speed up through this because no one wants to see this again. And then we go to the. I think we only have 3 more. If we count the weapon energy we use. Excuse me. Yeah, I think 3 more. Here is where we would use the Acid Bomb. So let's do that. I didn't use the weakness in the first fight because I think it's more fun with the Buster. But I'm just using it here to save like time, obviously. There we go. There we go. Just wait for the cooldown. And then we can just retaliate. There we go. We do this because no one cares again. And I think we only have 2 more bosses. If one. And that is Crush Crawfish. What an interesting name. There we go. We're killing this boss brutally with the weakness because, again, I just want to save time. So, yeah, nothing too interesting about this entire thing, boss rush. Like I said, very boring, very uninteresting. And that is, I think, the final one. So, actually, I might be wrong. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. Let's try out the room door thing. Okay, we can go in. We defeated all of them. So we're just going to heal up here. And then we are going to dash through this. Got hit there, but oh well. I don't particularly care about that. And then we're going to go into this room, and we are going to fight Dr. Doppler himself. I've been waiting for you, X. I'm Dr. Doppler. I've been watching your battles closely. Your victories over my men have been most impressive. I need superior Reploids like yourself, X. I offer you the chance to join us. Together we shall build a utopia where the Reploids rule under the watchful eyes of Sigma, our lord and master. No way, Doc. Your schemes end here and now. Perhaps you are not as smart as I once thought. Prepare to be ripped apart and to be born again as part of the new body of Sigma. Wow. So the thing about this boss is that he'll basically react to everything that you do. So you want to wait until he does something and then attack him, because otherwise he'll put up a shield and then he'll heal from what you do. As you can see there. So we're just going to... Yeah, this is actually a pretty simple boss once you figure out what's going on. There we go. Owned. And... yeah, we just stand here. He's actually weak to the acid if you don't want to, like, charge stuff up. There we go. And he's dead. Dr. Doppler is no more. And then the screen turns white. You are strong, X. Strong enough to defeat Sigma. Dr. Doppler, can you talk? Sigma's true form is that of a computer virus. I was corrupted by him and I created a horrific new body for him. Where's the body now? It's in the underground hangar of this lab. I don't think Sigma has occupied it yet. Don't worry about me. Destroy the body before it is too late. Time is running out. Thanks, Doc. And then we just have one more stage, the final one, where we face off against Sigma. And I'll just cut to when I refill the sub-tanks as usual, so I'll see you then. So we're back, and here we are going to take on the final stage with X. I mean, it is X3. I was debating whether to do it with X or Zero, but I think it just makes more sense to play as X here. Since in the next game, I am actually planning on playing as Zero, so might as well give X some spotlight while we still can. I'll go ahead and destroy the power generator. X, you go upstairs and destroy Sigma's body. So here we go. We're going to want to equip the spinning blade. And here we have to climb up into the room. And there is Sigma with a pretty interesting shield right there. We meet again, X. It was easy to corrupt that fool, Doppler, and I would have succeeded if you hadn't interfered. And I wouldn't have got away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. But we are always destined to meet, X, aren't we, X? Let the eternal struggle begin. So anyways, here's Sigma. He's a pretty annoying if you don't know how to deal with him. There is a way to dodge all this stuff naturally. I'm just really bad at it. So I just face tank the hits. Use the spinning blade to damage him. There we go. And he does indeed throw the shield like Captain freaking America. And we're going to heal here because we are running low on health. There we go. But as we know, this is Sigma. He's never just going to die, so he does indeed have a second form. And I actually really like this moment in the game because it's very eerie. I'm going to equip the X-Buster see some eyes. Well done, X, but I'm far stronger than my previous forms. Behold the power of the ultimate battle body. And then the room lights up, and we see Sigma. He looks crazy, but we still have to take him down. I don't really have a strategy for this part. Basically, you just want to aim for the head with charge shots. He's actually pretty simple if you do that, so nothing too much to worry about. If you're worried about the damage that you take from the rockets and such, the sub-tanks will help with that, as you can see. But overall, you also do that based on where you are on the wall. I would just obviously jump out of the way, but you don't really have to sit there and take it. So if you can, avoid it. If you can't, just be wary. Probably heal before you get hit. You can also just slide down like I did. It's kind of hard to hit him on his head if you aren't like right next to him, so I'd probably like scale the walls if you want to do damage, because that's usually how I find the most accurate way to hurt him. And he is almost dead. There we go. And that is the final form, although there is a little bit more, so I won't give my thoughts just yet. No, it can't be. I can't even defeat you with this magnificent body? There seems to be only one choice now. I'll possess you. And I would suggest to anyone who's playing along, jump on the walls, because he will actually do some pretty sneaky crap here. And send lava your way. He actually tries to, like, get you to fall into it. But anyways, we walk over here. But it's a dead end. Damn, it's a dead end. And there is the Sigma from the last game. Ha! Give up, X. I'll possess your body and rule the whole world. But in comes Zero, and he freaking slashes him in the back of his head. Gar, you're Zero. It's you again. How do you like that, Sigma? I picked up an anti-Sigma virus program from Doppler and used it on my beam saber. Sorry about the delay, X. I thought the program might be the only thing that would work against Sigma. Understandable. My program is disappearing. But someday I will. And he explodes. And everything explodes. So we may or may not want to get out of here while we still can. And then they do. Logic. Anyways, since that is the finale, I'd probably give my thoughts on this game. And the hack overall. The hack was amazing. I mean, it had a lot of good changes. And the overall game, I think it was pretty decent, but some of the enemy placement is really dumb, and the enemy damage is also pretty dumb as well. So it's a good game, but not one of my favorites. X has crushed Sigma once again, but many questions still occupy his mind. Why must humans fight against Reploids? And why must Reploids fight against each other? I don't know, for the plot, I guess. As X stares at the burning remnants of Doppler's lab, his body trembles from an unknown sorrow. I suck at reading these things. What does fate have in store for me, he wonders. He can only hope that someday Dr. Light's plan for him will finally be revealed. Unknown to X, his destiny has already been decided. I don't know why I said that twice. To save mankind, he must battle Zero. And I like how they just spoil what's going to happen in the future, but that's okay. But only time will tell when and why. Anyways, that's basically it for this game. The credits are going to roll, obviously. See all the enemies and stuff. So if you guys enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when we start X4.